A vision of golden celestial light, a living embodiment of the God King's might. The Stormcast Eternals are messengers of vengeance armed with the might of stars. Once mortal champions of order, forged by Sigmar into astonishing fighting force, hurled down from the heavens to meet the forces of chaos head-on, they wreak bloody revenge on the dark gods, the corruptors of the realms. Thunderstrike brotherhoods are led into the fray by their lord Celestins, each warrior tightly bound by honour and duty. The vampiric nobles of the Soulblight Gravelords build deadly empires to serve their every desire. Enthralling mortals and raising the dead to fight wars of conquest, these immortal aristocrats constantly push to expand their holdings, for they will never be satisfied until the mortal realms are shrouded in night and drowned in blood. In today's battle report of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry, we're going to be playing one of the match play battles from the White Dwarf Bunker in issue 490 of the White Dwarf magazine. We're going to be playing a 1000 Renown, and I'll be playing with the Stormcast Eternals Thunderstrike, and Stephen will be picking up the Soulblight Gravelords. And so here we have our battle plan. This is battle plan number 1 from the White Dwarf Bunker in issue 490. Now, this is called the Cursed Prize. Now, this is a little bit of an update on an old mission we have on the Cursed Relic. It'll have a treasure token that's in the center of the game that effectively is cursed and will deal damage to those that are carrying it. But unlike the old one, this also does damage to those around it as well, and indeed will damage the carrier as normal, but you're also going to have access to a cool triple while you're carrying it as well to be able to deal damage to your opponents with curse damage, but also be able to heal as well with the life leech curse. So some pretty cool stuff. Other than that, it is trying to control this particular treasure token, so whoever has this at the end of the battle round will win the game. Here we have 1000 Renown of the Thunderstrike Stormcast. Now, in our dagger, we are going to have Dora's Giant Fell along with an Annihilator with Meteoric Hammer. In our shield, we are going to have Calthea Zandai with a Knight Arcanum. And then lastly, in our hammer, we are going to have Luxa Stormrider and the good old Birdo that is Taros. Then we have 1000 Renown of the Soulblight Gravelords. So in our dagger, we are going to have the Sepulchral Warden along with the Prince of Dust and Prince Duval. And then in our shield here, we are going to have a nice Curseborn with a Petitioner with Sword and Petitioner with Shield and Sword. And finally, in our hammer, we are going to have Gorath the Enforcer, the Velas von Fane, and the Champion. Alright, and so we are all deployed. After I read the deployment of this mission wrong about 5 times, we took models off, put them back on, because I could not read when we were deploying this. But everything is on the table. We have, for both of us, our hammers on the table here. And then we have from the flanks our shields coming on with the daggers, starting game off the table. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so we are going to roll priority for turn 1 with this one. So this is for the Stormcast, using our Stormcast dice. That is cocked in the corner there, so that will be double 1s and double 4s. For the Soulblight Gravelords, you've got triple 1s, and that is that. And so we're both keeping our wild dice spare for this round. The Soulblight Gravelords are going to have the first activation. Right, so first up, you've moved Velas von Fane. She's done a double move, staying outside of 3 of the Cursed Relic as it now explodes in this. Alright, so I'm then going to move Luxa Stormrider. She's now going to be able to target Velas. So we're going to make a shooting attack. We are 2 attacks at strength 4. What is Velas's toughness? Is 4. So we're going to need 4s on these. We'll get 1 through. Alright, next up, you're just doing a move with Gorath the Enforcer. We will then make a move with Taros, and that will be it for his activation after that. Right, so you then moved a nice with a double move up to there. We're then going to move the Knight Arcanum up, who's just outside of 3 inch of that Cursed Relic again. Alrighty, we are then going to do a double move, using a double to give us a rush for the extra movement and go take that cursed relic. Someone's got to go take it after you've made a move with the champion before that. So you moved up your first petitioner there, and your second petitioner is just coming in behind them there. So both of them are there, and that will be the end of the round. Right, and so beginning of the battle round, both Zandai here, and because you were just on the edge with Velas von Fane, will both take curse damage, which is half our remaining wounds, meaning Velas now goes on 9 wounds, she took 7, and I took 12 wounds with Zandai. So we go into round 2. Right, so priority roll for the Stormcast. We have a double 4, double 2. And for the Soulblight, you have a double 5, double 1. Alrighty, so we are then going to go. I have spent both of my dice, so I've now got a triple 3 and a double 6 here. You have gone for not spending any of yours, so you will still have 2 singles, so you are going to get the first activation for the round. Alright, so Gorath the Enforcer will move up, and you're spending a double now, your double 1s, to use Thrill of the Hunt. This gives you +2 attacks and +2 strength if you're fighting a wounded target. So Gorath will now have a total of 4 attacks, which he will need 3s to hit on. He hits 3 times, but no crits. So that was his big chance. I'm now going to use Life Leech Curse, which is the special ability we can use in this round. So I'm going to do half of Gorath's wounds to him, just straight up. So he's going to take 9, and then I heal half those amount of wounds as well. Alright, Zandai will then make an attack against Gorath. We have 5 attacks at strength 4 against defense 4 of Gorath, so 4s are needed. That'll be 2 with a crit from her, which will be 8 damage. So she will have to make a second attack as well into Gorath. And that will do it with the 3 extra points, so take him out of action. So the champion moves up. You will now need 5s after a move. This is your only attack for him this round. That is a double crit in there, though. Right, so I'm going to spend my double 6 here to use Bolt from the Heavens from the Knight Arcanum into Velas von Fane. So, because it's a double 6, I get half the amount of dice. So 3 dice, each 4+ is just 3 damage points to Velas. And that'll be 9, so that'll take her out. So we're going to go with our first ranged attack here. We're going to go into the champion. So your defense 3, I'm strength 4. So we need 3s. Nothing, so we're going to have to go again. And nothing again. Wow, okay, used all our good dice rolls to kill Velas, it seems. Alright, so your next activation, you've actually gone and grabbed the treasure token with a nice Curseborn, and then moved him right in the middle of my lines. Now, there's a reason for this. Because it explodes at the top of the turn, I now either need to kill you and grab it myself and just accept I'm going to take damage, or I need to move away. Alright, so next up, I'm going to move the Doran's Fell Giants up next, and we're going to make an attack into Naya's Curseborn. So we have 3 attacks at a strength of 5. So these will be 3s, I believe, against your defense of 3.
Yep.
So it'll just be 1 hit on Naya's. So after my pushback, you are going to land there. So it's pretty much taking you out of range of the Annihilator, or he doesn't need to do too much to get out of there. So that'll be your activation next. Making a move with your Petitioner with Sword there next. Then just making a move next, a double move to line up my shooting for next turn with Luke's Stormrider. Cool, Prince Duval then just makes a double move into Luke's Stormrider for your next. I've got the Annihilator and Taros to go. Annihilator then makes a double move, so you're next. The Sepulchral Warden makes a move up as well. Taros will jump down into Prince Duval. We need 5s for our attack, so we've got 3 of them. We'll get all of them to go through. I mean, that'll be a mighty 5 points of damage, even with 2 crits. And then lastly, you just make a move with the champion, and your last Petitioner comes out as well. So that will be the end of the round. So before we begin the next round, we'll now go into the Cursed Relic activating. So top of the round, the curse prize will go off. You'll deal another bunch of damage to Ananias now. So he will be on, what is that, 6, 7, 8 damage now. Sorry, yeah, 6. 9 damage in total now. I take 14 on the Knight Arcanum and 11 on Dora's Fell Giant as well. Now it is time for priority for round 3. That's cocked. So that'll just be a double 2 and a double 4 for the Stormcast. And for the Soulblight, you've got a double 6, double 4. Alrighty, so I've got 2 singles, you've got 2 singles, you've spent to make a triple 6, I've made a triple 4 down there with our wild dice. So it will be a flat roll-off. So Stormcast got a 1, you got a 4, so you are going to get the activation. Alright, so Ananias Curse Point is going to move into the Arcanum. You're then going to use the triple of Life Leech Curse. This is going to deal 7 damage, which will heal you 3 points of damage on Ananias. And then he's going to make an attack, so you need 5s to attack. You will get the crit. Alright, so going to attack Ananias back, we have 3 attacks at a strength of 4, so these will need 3s to wound. They will all wound, so that'll be 6 points of damage on him. We'll go again, so we need to do 4 points of damage here. Got nothing. We'll then spend a double for Blaze of Glory. This is going to allow us to spend a extra attack action because we've got 15 or more damage points on us. So trying to do that 4 damage, and we do succeed this time to kill Ananias. Alright, Prince Duval is going next, going to make an attack into Storm Rider. So what is your strength on him is 4, so you will need to get 5s. You do get a crit and a hit. Alright, so now you're using a double for Thrill of the Hunt, which will give you an extra 2 strength and 2 attacks on your second attack with Duval. So, wow, that's going to hurt. That's going to be 12 damage on top of that, which even before working out the 5s, that kills her outright. Because that did kill me, I've got the reaction of Thunderous Departure here, where I can allocate d6 damage points to my attacker when I'm taken down. So d6 damage for 5 points of damage. Then going to make a double move with our Annihilator, who's then going to pick up the Relic. So going to move up your Petitioner, who's going to attack the Annihilator. You will need 5s. You do get a hit and a crit. We're going to move Doraz across here, who's then going to spend the triple 4 for Respite to heal 4 wounds. Next Petitioner comes into the Annihilator. You will need 5s to wound me. Nothing on that one. Taros is just going to stick in there with Duval, so we're going to go, we need 5s. Can we have another round like last? No. Oh, we will get a second lot of attacks. No. Wasted all our attacks last round. So the Prince of Dust is coming in and going to attack Taros. Alright, needing 3s to hit my Birdo. That's going to be more than enough, unless you only damage 1, which I don't think the Prince of Dust is.
2-4.
2-4, no, that's going to take Taros out. So your last couple of moves, moving the Sepulchral Warden, and then you've got the Champion as well, staying just outside of 3. So that will be the end of round 3. So we now go into round 4. Top of this, half the damage or half the wounds caused to each of the fighters within 3. Today's video is brought to you by Baron of Dice, a premium wargaming dice that make your table come alive. Now, if you're looking for some great dice to suit an army you play on the tabletop in a variety of different games, go to Baron of Dice and check out their website. You can also use our discount code down in the video's description, which will help support the channel, but also nab you a cheap little discount. The dice you see pictured here are the official dice for Parabellum's Last Argument of King's Conquest by them as well, which you can find on the Parabellum e-store as well. So we are priority for turn 4. For the Stormcast, we have nothing.
Yahtzee.
No, it's not Yahtzee, it's like the exact opposite. It's a full house. No, not even. That's a large straight. You, on the other hand, got double 3, double 4s. Alrighty, so all the dice have been determined. I've just made a double 6 with all my singles. And then you've made a triple 3, triple 4, and double 6. So Stormcast will get the first round. I'm going to go with the Knight Arcanum to begin with. So Bolt from the Heavens, we are going to go into Prince Duval. Each 4+ is 3 damage. So we will deal 3 points of damage to Duval. And then we are going to attack the Petitioner with the shield. So the Petitioner with shield's defense. So she only has 3 attacks left. So going into Petitioner, who has 3 wounds left after the explosion. So I'd get the crit, that'll kill the Petitioner with shield. So she's no longer within an inch, so she's free to shoot at Duval then. Which she'll get a crit and a hit on. Your next activation then. Duval will then move, and you're going to spend your triple for Call of the Crimson Feast, giving +1 attack to everyone within 6 inch and visible to Duval. Duval will then attack my Knight Arcanum, so need 1 5+ on these. You got the crit, that'll take her out. Doras will then move in, so we're going to have 3 attacks now. These are going to need 3s, as we're strength 6. So with that, there'll be 9 points of damage on the Sepulchral Warden. Your next activation after that, putting 9 wounds on the Sepulchral Warden. Champion's going to attack. Well, move first.
I'm moving.
Right, you've used your triple for Frightening Charge on the Champion. This gives him a free move action into combat, so long as you have a visible fighter within 6 inch, which you do. So you've got both your attack actions coming into the Annihilator now.
I also have the
so you do need 5s to wound, because I am defense 7, and that'll be nothing. So you are going to need to do something here. That'll be a crit and damage. What'll that do? Right, so the last fighter is going to be the Annihilator. I'm going to attack the Petitioner that has not yet attacked. 3 attacks at strength 5, so we need 3s with the Annihilator. That'll kill him because that'll be the crit. And then with that kill there, that will be game, because I'm then going to make a disengage, which will take me outside of any range of Prince of Dust. The Sepulchral Warden's stuck in combat with Giant Fell as well, and Duval and your champion have already gone, so which means I will hold the Cursed Prize at the end of the game. So victory just to the Stormcast Eternals. I don't think I've ever seen this much damage done to Stormcast in a game. Both of my fighters have at least 7 points of damage on them.
Let's see.
So just to finish off the game as well, we will show the Sepulchral Warden making attacks into Dora's Fell Giant. So you're getting the extra attack from a double spend for Onslaught, and then also Prince Duval's extra attack. So strength of you is 3, so you need 5s. I mean, you do get a double crit in there. So I've got 5 wings left. After that, Sepulchral Warden will then get another attack, and that'll be another crit. So that will kill you, which leaves the Prince of Dust with nothing to do. So you will kill Doras, and it will literally be the Annihilator taking the relic, while all other Stormcast have sacrificed their lives and needing to be reforged in order to gain this cursed prize. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community we have here at Central Gaming, we have a Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel, be that via Patreon or YouTube members, or by grabbing yourself some merch, whether that's stickers, t-shirt, mugs, or anything from our Teespring store as well, or by using our affiliate links, which are also linked down in the description as well, that go a long way to helping support the channel. As a special thank you to all our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to Andy C, Grimskull, Colorblind Magic, Iron Grinch, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Alderin Shot First, Kendi Lull, Soren, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty Stabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all so much for helping support the channel. It means the absolute world to us. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.